So welcome to day one of the 4-day challenge. Now, talk is cheap. How you spend your time and how you spend your money tell everyone everything that there is to know about what is most important to you. You can say that success is important to you, that world peace is important to you, that contributing back or being part of something bigger than yourself is important to you. But unless it shows up in your daily actions, ultimately it's lip service. And it's probably something that you might feel it should be important to you, but if there's no action behind it, then there is it's lip service. So this is really getting back to what is important to you, stripping back the layers, and just really getting back to a place where you can fiercely and unapologetically say what is important to you and align your behavior to actually have actions every single day that actually reinforce that. If we don't understand where a lot of people might think, we look back at our week, it's like, where did all the time go? Or looking at our bank account, where did all my money go? And just not feeling like you have anything to show for it. And that can be a really concerning kind of feeling, because we do these things and we may not even fully understand why we do them. And it can feel like we're kind of marionettes or puppets on strings. And it's like our emotions drive our actions, just like each one of those strings. And if we don't understand what those strings are or what those emotions are behind those actions, it can be really, it can be a disempowering thing, because we're acting and it's like someone else is pulling our strings and making us do it. So really understanding what that is, that's what we're going to help you do. I'm going to help you do over the next couple of days, so we can cut those strings forever, so that you can be free to do whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to go through a couple of exercises, one each day, and I want it to just be really clear, really impactful ways that you can just have some awareness or some insights that you can take away, but most importantly, turn those insights into something that you can actually use that will actually create change in your life for the better. Okay, so first exercise, feel welcome to pause this as needed, but the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to grab your most recent bank statement of all of your purchases for the past 3 months. And this might be a little bit uncomfortable, might not be something that you want to look back on, but just if you can do it, it will be really helpful for you, and I'm right here to support you as well. So grab your last bank statement for the next 3 months, and what we're going to look at is we're going to look at all the purchases that you've made. Now, that's step one. Step two, look at all the purchases that you've made over the past 3 months. Step three, I want you to start making a list, or I want you to start having a look at the purchases you've made and start grouping them into 3 buckets. Okay, so 3 different categories. So that might be safety, security, like if it's for your rent, mortgage, if it's groceries, like those things that really kind of that are your needs, like your basic human needs, and just see if you can just see a pattern of 3 different buckets there. Now, step 4 is about really asking yourself, with each of these buckets or each of these categories, what is the basic human need that I'm fulfilling here? So again, is it safety? Is it security? Is it fun, excitement, comfort, growth? So really just understanding what is the emotional driver that I'm trying to fulfill here. Like, by me buying this, I feel this. Okay? So it's really just getting back to what are those strings that are driving our actions. Number 5 is just ask yourself, now that you had this in black and white, are these the things that I really want to be spending my money on? And that can be individual purchases, but also the category as a whole. Say, for example, if you're spending a lot of money on comfort, you might decide, 10 years from now, looking back, I wish I hadn't have lived such a comfortable life. I wish I had have spent invested more time and money into growth rather than comfort. So really just understanding, what are your priorities? 10 years from now, looking back, will you still have agree on those same priorities? And number 6, now that we've seen some sort of patterns in the past 3 months, I want you to understand, is that just the past 3 months? Or have I been living like this for the past 6 months, 12 months, even longer? So get your last bank statement or one from older, and just to see, is this the standard kind of pattern or habit for you? Just to really understand how this fits into the bigger scope, the wider of who you are. And again, number 7. So I just really want you to look back on this as if it was 10 years into the future. If I was to look back on this 10 years from now, would I be happy with all of these purchases that I've made? So just really future pacing yourself into the future, and just seeing what feelings come up. Is there some regret? Is there discomfort? Is there anger? Just or there could be happiness and yes, and being proud. So just really just get a feel for what emotions come up for you. Now, as we do this, like you should have some insights starting to come to you, and I think we almost just get a chance to take a step back and see ourselves as we are, rather than kind of being so close that we can't see the wood for the trees. So you will have these insights that are coming up, and each of these exercises is going to give us a little bit of information and a different perspective, which we're all going to kind of pull together for a big reveal on day 4. So stay tuned for that as well. Now, again, like this is as much all of these things are as much thinking exercises as they are feeling exercises. So I want you to just really, really sort of take note of all the things that you're thinking, but all the things that you're feeling as well. And just maybe even journal on those over the next couple of days. Now, great work. That was, it can be a really uncomfortable exercise, but just hang in there. It's really good what you just completed just then. And I want you to keep this, because we're going to keep on building over this on this over the next couple of days. Okay, so that's day 1 done. Well done. And look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 2. See you then.